So this is May 10th. It's Mother's Day. And it could be one of my last videos, even though the urgency of needing to inform the public about how to use social media is still very, very fresh in my nervous system here. I'm finding myself not being able to concentrate and focus enough on it enough to where when I'm watching some of these videos I'm making, I'm upset about a lot of stuff that's going on in my 3D reality, but I love what's happening with my electric body and the outer dimensional reality that we're all supposed to be knowing that's there. So, God, this was a weird entrance here. So I might not make these videos anymore. I know that lately people are not understanding them or me or whatever, but that's okay. That's because I'm going through a hell of a lot of stress. So this video will go on like the 15th, but this is May 10th, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple videos ahead that are made in April where I went through this season. Very, very interesting, but the entire new year has been interesting for me planetarily. And so if I make a breakthrough, of course, if I have achieved anything worthwhile, I'll let people know my version of what went on beyond the obvious there. Right now, it's just I feel that I need to be still. And so, hell, you don't know, right? This is the 15th, or more like the 22nd. I think I'm going to put it on the 22nd. I'm still in mid-study about people, which is, I think, what we're supposed to be doing, really. It's a huge study that we're involved with here. It includes examining our own lives and who we are and how we are. And hopefully we can leave a bit of information that is helpful. So that's what I suppose that I'm here to do. I'm going to stop this, I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to get out into the yard and wrap up what I need to over there. My cat is out there, and I don't like being here and not being able to protect her. So when I get on this next time, as far as this pause, you're going to see the sun has probably gone down, and I have a different tone of voice and everything, and who gives a shit, right? I mean, I'm hardly getting one like, and I don't blame it on that people are just being choosy or picky, although of course you are. No, it's YouTube. YouTube won't I don't know, whatever. But hey, thanks for your like and subscribe. Pause. I was able to get her in really quick, and now I'm going to pull a Mr. Rogers on us and talk about my day. See, I did a little work alone that I had to do. I do it every day. Here's my shoe that I use, kids. It's well overdue for me to get a new pair of boots. But we live in America here, and we work really hard for nothing. We're proud. We're proud of that. So yes, I'm just taking off these clodhoppers here because, well, I put in a good 6 hours of just chugging away at the yard, and here's my other shoe, kids, using primitive tools that have never changed. And I don't know how long we've been doing that ridiculous shit manually, but then we have other things that are obvious that are far more surpassed. But really what's happening with technology, what we see is like trillions of dollars of engineering. Really, it's just the uh, space technology, what's already available. But here on planet Dumbass is used as a babysitting tool. Just you have an advanced dolly that looks like a dog, but it's not a dog. So pardon me, kids, while I just continue on with. I'm going to change into some pants because I am wearing shorts. And so yes, if videos are going to get this kind of surface level Mr. Rogers show kind of a thing, then I think it's time to not do this because it's not being channeled. See, I know for a fact that, okay, so yes, somebody did suggest that maybe do just one video a week. And it's like, well, okay, sure. But fuck you, you know what I mean? I'll make 2 or 3 videos a day if I want to. Yeah, it's my party, and I can fly if I want to. You would fly too if it happened to you. So anyway, yes, getting back to, oh yes, it feels like I want to do something else with my life. But again, back to the beginning of this video, my intention is to let you know that no. And see, you guys aren't really thinking about it. You can't, you won't. I have a sense of the timing here where our lives are very short to figure something out. And not only figure it out, but to convey it and let others know. What, Shauna? What do you think? Are you just going to make something up? No, 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 no. No, you catch on as what's actually already going on here. How many people do that? How many people think that that's something we can do? Comment section down below. You might be somebody who knows philosophy or something in mind, right? You have a perception that is geared differently. You say that, nah, nobody has a mission. See, I've heard that philosophy before. I've heard it coming from a certain kind, I guess, that's here that says there isn't really any meaning to life at all, right? And see, we're in the living in the age right now, kids. If you haven't noticed it already, it's time to question all those people that have sounded like that over how long now? Yes, I'm going to pause this because I do have some stuff I need to wrap up out there, so I'll be right back. My other shoe, it's more like my slipper shoe that I loved this shoe when they were brand new, let's just say that. They are so not that now. Puma is a very good brand, but you know, you have to be careful with all brands. I would suggest to stick with, well, anyway, all right. I was just showing you the shoes I was going to wear for this particular part of the day. It's not much, I'm just kind of moseying along here, but I can still use a shovel in a pinch if I need it. The thing that I would be able to irritate the hell out of everybody about is my point of view, which, okay, so it's not really my point of view, babes. I do have my viewpoint, okay, but there is nothing called my point of view that I'm going to be able to make important to you. No. You have a viewpoint also that possibly you're observing the same fucking thing, but just a different thing. So this is a ruler. You know about a ruler, right? Well, this is the one that is the golden ruler. I don't even know what the golden rule is. Again, some sayings, some philosophies, some things, obsolete.
This video is about something that some of you...
This video came on abruptly when I wasn't expecting it. For whatever reason, it's having difficulty coming on. So now I am going to try to pause it. The title of it is The Narcissist Never Loved You. And the
would rather deny.
the truth is that I'm having that experience now. I'm looking at it. They will say I love you a lot. They are excited about something, and it could um, just crash really quick, right? Everybody knows the temperament of a narcissist, and it's hard to tell who is who, right? Especially if you have an Aries there that is confident and sure that they know what's right there. Unfortunately, narcissists are actually attracted to the Aries people or the Aries type. See, the Aries type is a confident person. They can give energy, they have energy, they are doers. They use their entire body with will to move across the land, to get things done. They are the doers. It is, in effect, the Aries people are Mars ruled, so it's mankind, it's man. There's a lot of positive traits that men have, believe it or not. Okay, so it's the muscles that are there, it's the bravery, it's the courage. Yep, it's the pioneer, definitely. It's the one who does something first and then says, "Nah, come on, I did it, let's go. You can do it too." And see, there's where the narcissist is really attracted to that type, right? Well, it happens to be the Aries that's like this. This is where everybody mistakes the Aries as being a number one narcissist. And I didn't just say that they aren't capable of having narcissism, but here's the thing is that it's been a long time now that that whole thing has been reversed. I noticed it was going on bad when Facebook first came out. People were just sure about narcissism and let's talk about narcissists. Why? Well, it's a very important subject matter. There isn't anything more important, in fact, because it has to do with the quality of the relating that goes on. And so there's tons of stuff we can talk about the narcissist, which is it's not very inspiring subject matter, but you can get inspired by it because it is very, very multifaceted. It is interdimensional. You can start talking about it
and pretend that it isn't the case.
and dismiss that it's happening, right? You can always just doubt your inner world, and the world out there is getting really strange. As to date, this is May 10th, and did I actually put this video up? Is this the same video where I'm...
Understandable, and I believe an inevitable step on the journey of recovering from narcissism.
Yeah, see, I think the recovery and stuff and all this stuff that we're going through with interacting and just being exposed is very illusory. Like, to begin with, why are we subjected in the first place? What is going on here, see? So, yeah, this guy talks about never loved you, never knew you. And that's the very vacating feeling that you can get being around these people who they aren't a real presence there. There is nobody there. You might not have noticed it all of your life. Maybe you started cueing to it. Maybe you move in and out of interest about it. But I say if you are wholly curious, and you are alive, then it's always there. It's always right, babes. It's what Buddhism is that the master is always there, and from the very first interaction, Buddhism is being practiced by that master. They are communicating, and the main thing that goes out, believe this or not, is just like the Buddha and the master is scanning, seeing where are you with reality. Have you made it to the truth yet? You know, kind of like a who are you in this game? Like, what part do you play in the movie? And it's never something that we wait for the subject matter to come up and then we start animating. No, it's going to be there. There's all kinds of stuff we are saying, but more and more we start to see what peeks out and what moves in and out is that quality of awareness, like the reference point, like who is there, like really, is it just the truth, or is somebody in the way of the truth? I don't like saying who are you. No, see, that's another saying we have to get rid of, because I found out that the word who is not really it. Oh, that's a question. Yep. Otherwise, how is not a question. That's an equation. The H is hydrogen, the O is oxygen, the W is a wave. It's showing you, in fact, it's showing you how all of creation is happening. It's fun, it's funny, it's wonderful, it's loverly, kids. You don't have to go any farther than the word how. Just how, period. How is everything going on? How? Well, a lot of times just back up. Remember about the O and the W. The ow, ooh, yep, it says ow right there, right? And no pain, no gain. How about that? Didn't lie yet. And why can't you have fun like this? Oh, I'm going to have a blast. You have to. You have to. Why? Why? First of all, that's when you know that you're healthy, is when you're able to be humorous, you're fun. Now, I didn't just say that the who. See, there's the hows, and then there's the who's. See, the who's, they have fun, but their fun isn't so much under the sun. It's actually done in the darkness. Like, they're going to move you into a whole other world, right? If you've ever been up close and personal with this shit, where these people require you to separate yourself from yourself, and there's many ways that they try to do that. Hit like and subscribe if you've ever come across it. See, now I know I've made some videos in the past year, and this is May 10th, and I know I have this train. I'm trying to talk to you about something, but it never comes out. It just sounds so stupid, and I'm realizing I'm like relearning. See, the narcissist and their form of communicating, which isn't communications at all, they do none. And that's where it's like it's the biggest waste of time. The waste of time in and of itself is, oh, I think somebody's here. Yes, had some visitors, and I don't get visitors very much, but when I do, we benefit each other, I hope. So, having said that, I know I was talking about some things very freely here in this video, but I'm going to close it up now with a little astrology. I was trying to point out that by the time it's the 17th through to the 22nd, Mars will be squaring to Pluto, and I say that some kind of financial stress will be going on. Not that we don't already feel that, but it might be a horrible move. See, at the same time we have a Mercury conjunct Uranus, which to me it tells of a time that people will be awakening and like popping open in consciousness and perception, and they're going to want to speak more and contact more and really start to relate more. But see, with the Mars square Pluto going on at the same time, it tells me that the drama unfolds as that there's an oppressor of all of that activity in the background. So it's in the foreground that we have the money system that controls everybody into misery. The joy of the money maker is something to look into. Like, okay, so what does success mean to them? Okay, a lot of times success means to the money maker is that they've taken somebody's money. That's all. Okay, and I know of a better exchange as far as, no, we should just talk about how that money kind of prevents a good presence with each other. It's a game, right? And talk about that double life that can arise where people are there with money doing what? Okay, so I don't want to talk about it. I think I talked about it in this video or the last video. So money is going to change its face. It has to. It's not representing any kind of freedom, although that's what people talk about. They say financial freedom. What do you mean financial freedom? Isn't freedom is freedom is freedom. Why did you say financial freedom? Well, here's why, you guys. It's because, okay, just shorten it up here. You're being farmed, not only that, but you're imprisoned. And now the best way to make money work for us and work for everybody, and like to be able to work for money that doesn't spell death in the end, like fear the whole way, and then uh, being happy that death comes, kind of a thing, and fuck God, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, so we see a lot of people that run for money and materialistic things who they don't live very deeply, right? They're shallow. They're kind of projecting on me, right? On everybody, on the whole scene. It's an overlay. See, that's what I was saying is that money needs to change hands and it needs to, well, see, if anything, babes, we're living in a time right now, okay, so this is May 10th, and I think that there's a lot of stuff that I'm not paying attention to, which spells out, first of all, it spells out my good health and yours if you just kind of focus. See, no matter what, you are going to start receiving information from your external world because you are a part of the whole. No matter what your neighbor tries to preach at you, who lives in a bubble over there, we're all connected. And see, that's the problem. That's the root cause of all the problems, is that there isn't that realization of interconnectedness. And but that language right now, I mean, a lot of it has just got to go out the window. I mean, I'm probably picking up where I left off here, talking about how that things are moving so quickly. It's going to take the skill of skills to dial in on the cure nowadays. Like, what is really going to, if you want to talk about what sells, see, a lot of the times, everybody knows this, is that, you know, a lot of people like to work really hard for money just to lose it all in the end, because some kind of way, either a health problem comes up because they ran for money and they lived such a piss poor presence to their own body and other people that they ended up having to go to the hospital and getting raked over, right? Or a divorce or something, or you just figure out that it's just never enough, right? And the way that the human being is it has such the conscience that it it beats itself up. And that's all part of, that's really an abuse thing. People have been abused into where that Stockholm syndrome, where they are obedient towards their abusers because, for one, the pizza is good or something like that. I don't know. That's where they got it from. This person named Stockholms. That, I don't know. I think that's the story. Is that he was he held up a bank full of people with the guns, and somehow the people there, after he ordered pizza somehow and made the people bring it in. I don't know that they liked him after a while, and even though he had killed some people and was really mean and everything. But anyway, some kind of abuse that goes on that makes you really confused. So I probably talked about that in another video about here. So I don't know what this video was about, to tell you the truth. I hope you liked the difference. You know, the ambiance is like, well, this was different. Well, it's probably one of the last videos you'll see, although I it's not a promise, but usually when I feel it's correcto mundo, it would be wrong to not make a video about a download or about an experience and tell a little bedtime story. I will, so long as you buy me a coffee. Thank you.